Hey, it is James, and we are getting ready for Commissions Close, which is a space or opportunity for artists to be free from the trials of commissions and to be completely free to have autonomous artwork being created. So, I have a special guest here. His name is Xavier Gayden, otherwise known as Boxhead Arts. You've probably seen him on a billboard, you've probably seen him in a gallery, you've probably seen him on a puzzle. If you've been to my house, you might have seen him in my house. I don't know. He's got things in a lot of places. So I want to thank you for joining me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man, how are you?
I'm good.
Really good.
Yeah. This week has been hot, but pretty good. Really good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm happy to just be doing this with you.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, I'm excited, man. So nobody knows about this, and I gave you a rundown, but I'm gonna give you another rundown, and we're gonna pretend this is the first time I told you about the rundown.
Okay.
So you're gonna pick our guiding word from like America's favorite bag, and that's gonna send us on our journey.
Okay.
We're just drawing really cool things. I say the journey, but we're just gonna draw things that inspire us.
Okay.
And while we're doing that, I'm just gonna have a conversation with you. No pressure.
Okay.
I won't, try to get the Oprah wow moment out of you. That's not what we're doing here. So, let me go ahead and give you America's favorite bag. Ooh, no free promo. I won't show you what's on the front, but judging by how it looks, I think you know what this is.
Yeah.
But, all right, go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry if the papers are stuck together.
Nah, you're good. Okay. Is that overgrown?
Overgrown. First off, does that mean anything to you?
I mean, honestly, not really. But yes, it does. No, that was a lie. Yes, it does. It clearly means something. When I think of overgrown, I think of somewhere that has outstayed its purpose or outgrown the situation. So it's like maybe a flower needs to be repotted, or rerouting of a river. Think of a big fish in a small pond. The big fish needs to be moved to a bigger pond. So it's just like having to grow into something else. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think you got way deeper than the intro for me right there. I feel like you're about to definitely drive me in a way when I draw this right now. So thank you for that, because I was lost when I first saw it. What's your earliest memory of being an artist, or just being interested in art, period? Do you have an earliest memory of that?
I do, actually. It's very, very... Okay, I'm going to describe this.
Okay, go ahead. Do you? Yeah, do you?
And it's very weird, I think, saying the full thing out loud.
Yeah.
But, so my oldest brother, he's 16 years older than me.
Oh, snap. Right? Okay.
And my earliest memory, I think I was 6 or maybe 7.
Mm-hmm.
And we were waiting to go to an event or some type of thing.
Uh-huh.
And it was nighttime, close to my bedtime. I shouldn't have been out.
Shout out to parents for just, let us
do
do our thing sometimes.
Like that. But I don't know where, because I have other brothers as well. But I don't know where they were, but me and him were sitting. And he was like, you can take things and draw on paper. And I was like, you can what now?
You can do what with paper?
Yeah. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And so he drew this picture of this real black dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is the best thing ever.
And when you mean real black dudes, man, this is the most pro-black or just black featured type of person I've ever seen.
Think of Tupac.
Okay.
Shirtless, tattoos, bald.
Okay. Okay. It's so funny. I have one of my first graphic books, and in the middle of it, it's the very description of that guy, and it's an action shot. He's I got a full page just.
Yeah.
So I get what you said.
Yeah. And it was the best thing ever. And I was like, what? How did you? When did you have this talent?
Exactly.
Exactly. So I was like, now I gotta draw it. And so I don't know how long I was there, but he left. He cooked us food, and I came back, and I was still trying to recreate what he was doing, and that's my earliest memory of drawing. and from there it just became a staple. Like that, I think that was one of the last times seeing him until I turned 17 or 18.
Really? So he
Yeah.
sparked something. Like
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like, hey, here you go. Bow.
You know.
Let me ask you, so since that like kind of core memory there, how do you think you've, I guess, grown as an artist or as a person, period? It doesn't just have to be an artist, but like from that moment where you're like, yeah, I think I'm very much interested in this, to now, like I've said, you've probably seen like billboards of yours, probably seen your paintings in places and spaces and prints and anything of that nature. Like you've obviously taken it and brought it to a new place. Where have you brought it to?
Oof, that is a tough question. Honestly, it took me a while to remember that I was doing anything.
Really?
Yeah, like I started drawing out of trauma.
Really?
Yeah. So it was okay. So I moved to Kansas City when I was 10, 11, and I hated it. I hated it so much.
I get it.
You know?
Not the hating of Kansas City, but just moving to a new place when you're young,
You know?
and being like, this is nothing like what I'm used to. You know? Yeah.
Exactly. And it was rough to adjust, and like again, I have multiple brothers, and they adjusted so quickly, and so I felt obsolete. I felt like I did not know how to exist correctly. So I began to sink into my work. I would watch cartoons and I would draw them. I would hyper focus on the non-existent world. And by the time I looked up, I was 18, 19, going to New Mexico doing shows.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Like, it was like,
I put my head down, I woke up, and I was like doing shows.
Yeah,
like, ready to go.
Yeah.
Man, so has your relationship with art changed, or do you still find yourself like, man, I'm using this to, I guess, as a form of escape or not being just in this present moment, or do you feel like, nah, I think I've changed my relationship with it? How you feel?
It's a little bit of both. Honestly, I forgot that I used art to disassociate. So I began to force myself to create. And that just created a string, like so 4 or 5 years. I'm coming out of it. You mind if I?
No, yeah. Whatever is here is yours too. I have other things. Maybe you don't want any of these things, but they're there. Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, I'm actually coming out of a like art slump.
Really?
Yeah, like past three or 4 years, I got really fat headed.
Really?
Yeah, because I was
box
like,
head getting fat headed.
You know? Well, yeah. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I did do this, so I should be able to do this. So I should be able to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
You know, and it's like, and some way I ended up losing what made me there in the first place.
Man.
So it's like going back, I have to intentionally work, but not for the purpose of money or not for the purpose of showing someone. I have to intentionally work to reconnect with myself, because I spent my entire childhood and high school life drawing. So that's where I should be trying to reconnect with myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's hard. You know, you got the cell phone, you got the cartoon shows, you got all the stuff.
Yeah, a lot of distractions.
A lot of distractions.
And they could be a source of inspiration, but it could be a distraction too. I get that. This interview is partly brought to you by Drawn Right Pens. If you're making amazing line work, intricate illustrations, or hand-drawn designs, if you want the best results, get Drawn Right. There it is. That's super nice. No odor. I write something down. Just kidding. So you talk about the way that you use art.
Mm-hmm.
Is there, would you say there's like a commentary or something that you were consistently expressing in your artwork? Or are there varying messages? Is there any message at all? Is it just kind of like, man, I couldn't tell you, but this came out of me?
So my older work, I used to think I was like really mysterious and cool.
Really? You're like the Riddler, dude.
Yeah, but looking back at it, I was like, oh, I was severely depressed.
Okay. What hindsight will do to you, you know?
Like all of my characters were dark, none of them had eyes. It was very moody.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, oh, that was being mysterious. No, I was just severely depressed. Dang, that's crazy.
Dang. Or wait, is this like this breaking news? Like you did just now?
Low key. I mean, actually, yeah. Like, no. The character Boxhead, like, from, like my logo.
Oh, that is the Magnus Opus kind of like. Yeah.
But his wasn't traumatic. He was breakdancing. So I think that's some variety.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool right there.
But I definitely think I try to tell a story, but most times my best work comes with me just enjoying working. You know?
I feel that. You can get so caught up in like trying to say a thing when forgetting that it's the innate ability to like think it and then show it. Yeah. Without as little like middleman as possible in between that. Exactly. That actually makes things that you like and that people end up saying like, whoa, how did you do that? It's like, I tried the least. I tried the absolute least. And it came to me. So I want to switch it up for a second.
Sure.
And it's something that we have in common. Mm-hmm. I got a kid.
Oh yeah.
You got a kid.
I do.
We got kids.
Yes, we do.
We have one child. We don't both have multiple kids. I just wanted to put that out there. But has that changed you and your work, or just you as a person? And if so, like, just are there things that you could point to?
Okay, so do you want the honest answer, or do you want the basic answer?
Man, I don't want the honest answer, man. I mean, because, like, sometimes, I have really honest answers about my kid, too. Like, I have an honest story. I'll share if you share an honest story, too. Yeah.
Okay. Well, honestly, I was not expecting my son.
Ditto. Was not expecting this girl either. Was not.
And honestly, he's 6. He just turned 6 about a week and a half ago.
Okay, happy belated, my dude.
And he's awesome. But I wasn't ready to be a father.
Yeah.
I'm still not.
I feel you now.
And it's like, one, I don't like kids.
Really?
I don't like children.
Really? And I know. Has this been like a long-standing thing? Like, nah, I'm not the one to watch little anybody's.
No.
Like,
when I was 13.
Yeah.
And I held my first. No. I was 7, and I held my baby sister. I was like, no.
I was like, nah,
none
bro.
Of this.
She does not seem like something I'm gonna enjoy.
You know what I mean? And it's like it's so fragile.
Yeah.
Like even a muscle spasm could do something.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I was like, I just don't like being in that space.
Yeah.
And of course, it grew over time. You get older, and like there's younger kids that are buttholes. You know what I mean?
They could be cruel. Cruel. Yeah.
But when it comes to my son, I love the boy.
Love that kid, man. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, Kamal. I love him, and he's just like me. Makes no sense.
That's the crazy thing. I've told people like that either don't have kids, or I have conversations with people that do. Like, they show you the best and the worst parts of yourself because they are who you are. So like things that you're like, why would you do that? It's like because you're me.
But yeah,
That's why you would do that.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's weird seeing him because it's like a bit like watching him grow.
Yeah.
Because me and his mother are polar opposites.
Really?
Yeah.
That also typically happens too. Like it's never the same type of person.
No.
Like ever. Like.
No. And it's very interesting, like how polar opposite me and her are. Like she's very, for a lack of better words, very masculine.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm not that masculine. Well, I'm not feminine either. I'm kind of like in between.
You don't chop trees down.
No.
I mean, like, I get you don't like, there are a lot of things. You're not gonna fix the pipes under the sink. Like, I know where you go with this. Okay, yeah.
It's like she can though. You know what I mean? Like her and her sisters worked on cars growing up and stuff.
Okay.
Like, yeah, no, they're like men.
Okay, shout out. Hey, they will never know not what to do if they have a flat tire.
You know what I mean?
Shout out. You know?
And I mean, I know how to change a tire and whatnot, but it's just like okay, so my older brothers, they used to build houses with my grandfather and do stuff like that. And I would chase the butterflies. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my son's that.
Shout out to the kid not falling far from the tree.
You know what I mean? And he's so just pleasant.
That's
and
good.
I'm not saying like I'm a pleasant person, but it's just like it's weird how pleasant he is.
Really? Like you don't have to fuss at him at all?
There's nothing to fuss about.
It's just like
here's the crazy part.
And
I love this so much.
Yeah.
Here's the crazy part. If you are fussing, he'll be like, hey, you don't need to yell.
What did I do wrong?
What
did we do? Like, we can fix this.
Why are you yelling?
I love that dude.
Yeah. It's one, it's very eye opening, but two, it's very much a shell shock. Because he's very much like me. So all of my faults, he has those as well. Yeah, and it's like,
I feel you.
You know, I'm very, very hard of listening and very hard of understanding. And he's that as well. And
you gotta ask him some clarifying questions. Be like, well, what did you mean?
What's going on here? You know?
Yeah.
And it's interesting seeing him respond as if I asked myself a question. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know,
like you ask him, and then you're seeing him process, and you're like, are you me? Like,
exactly, man. But
dude.
Outside of that, the experience is lovely. It's just I was not prepared, and I did not expect him to be what he was,
man,
or what he is. You know.
I think it's it's a shell-shocking but great experience. I was telling someone that having my kid is like had made me like reconstitute like my relationship with my family. Because like she's the one that's like, as soon as she gets home, who are we gonna FaceTime today? Like, which one of my family members are we gonna talk to today? Because they don't live here, and I gotta talk to them some way.
Yeah.
So let's FaceTime this person, or this person, or this person, or this person, or this person. And so like she can't do that alone.
Yeah.
So we are having a moment, and we are like, making connection together, and like it's it's a wonderful thing. I'll tell you, it's not always like, no, this is actually a pretty good story. She changed one of my recent pieces.
Tell me more.
I was gonna make a piece. Well, I had a large canvas that I like did not buy. And I'm like, oh yeah, free canvas, let's do it.
Yeah, I love
it. And I was thinking all these things. I have this theme that I continue in my artwork. And I thought about how she likes to play hide and seek, and she's like freaking good. Like, I'm scared in my own home. She's good. Cause she'll we'll be talking, I'll be like yelling from another room.
Yeah.
And then she'll stop talking, I'll be like, it started.
Ooh.
Like, I'm nervous. I'm nervous right now. And yeah, she hides very well. So I have a piece inspired by that now. But like that's just like one way I'm like, dang, I would never thought to do that. But it also brought me back to like just childlike experience, like playing hide and seek and like jump scaring somebody. Like that's like it's so fun, and it doesn't take any money to do something like that. It's just the most like pure thing. So she's definitely, I can say, it's definitely changed how I think about what I create, man. Man, I got another gear shifting question.
Okay.
Have you been having any conversations about AI, and do you use it? Like, where is your mindset right now on AI?
Okay. So is what's his name? Chadwick?
Chadwick?
Is he considered
Chadwick
AI?
Boseman? No. I'm about to say, they can't be using his likeness like that. Like.
No, Chat GPT is
Okay.
Is
You know what? I'd rather call it Chadwick now. Yes, Chadwick GPT. That's that's what his mama calls him.
That's what his mama calls him. Wild. Oh man. But no. Outside of that, I don't really follow it.
Really?
Yeah. So here's the weird thing about
You liberated. I'll say that because look, it's stressful to follow.
So,
no to the AI.
I just
No to the AI, but
don't know nothing about it.
I'll say this. I've seen a lot about it. I'll say I'd rather be. Parts of me would rather be in a position to not know and to continue to create. So because a lot of people are afraid, you know.
Really.
And I don't like people living in fear, but there are certain things that you don't have to live in fear, and maybe just being and not being so entrenched in what's going on is a way to not live in fear. So so I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I definitely I definitely pride myself in being oblivious.
Okay.
Yeah, which is terrible.
Well,
you know,
it's bliss. You know,
it is, but it's like when someone is counting on you. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's
a different level of responsibility.
Exactly. And it's like, okay, so I have to step up. Okay, so I have to change how I was operating because now someone is depending on me to do something.
Yeah.
You know? Because like I literally fumbled into being an artist just because I wanted to draw. So, you know.
I mean, that's just an amazing story, man. But I feel like it's times to be oblivious. Like sometimes it's mess or something going on, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. That's not me.
I've never considered myself as an artist.
To this day?
To this day.
Get the heck out of here, bro.
It's the thing I actively have to lean into.
Really?
Yeah, because I never considered myself an artist. Even with doing all the artist things that I've been doing, I'm just a dude that draws.
Just a dude that draws, man.
You see what I'm saying?
There's just a level of humbleness to it that, you know,
people say that, but I really just think it's just me being stupid.
It's just you being stupid?
Yeah.
You know what, man? Call it what you want to call it. So, let me ask you this. Are you, like, toying with the idea of finally being like, you know what? I'm going to call a spade? Or are you still just like, nah, I'm just a dude that draws?
Well, I'm finally at the part of my experience where I need to actually be like, okay, I am an artist.
Okay.
Because I'm learning a lot of the reasons why I haven't been growing, is because I'm not acknowledging what I actually am. I'm ignoring what I am.
It's a powerful thing there, man.
You know?
Very powerful message there. I don't know who's out there ignoring what you are. Stop it.
Yeah.
Be you. Like, absolutely.
And most times you don't know until you actually look at yourself.
Man, and I bet for you, look back at the things that you've accomplished, like that people who call themselves artists have not accomplished. You know, like that's a really big thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's weird for me, honestly. Because it's like, I was just doing shit. I don't know if I could. You know.
Yes, you can absolutely express yourself exactly the way that you would like to, for the exception of, you know, causing harm to others. But yeah, dude, yeah.
But no, I was just doing stuff. There was no big motive behind it.
No.
I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go out here and put myself on a billboard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just doing stuff, and someone was like, "Hey, can you do this?" Sure.
Yeah.
That was it.
Like, do you want this opportunity? Like, I never even knew I was gonna have it, but
You
here
know
we
what I
are.
mean?
Yeah.
But here we are.
That's a pretty cool experience.
Yeah, I like to consider myself. And actually, no. Let me rephrase.
Okay, rephrase it.
I'm learning that I live life with my hands over my eyes.
Really?
Does that make sense?
You're like kind of.
Yeah.
Are you peaking though? Because I think that's metaphoric too.
No.
Okay.
No. Like that. This is why I say it's kind of stupid because I purposefully cover my eyes.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it's like I'm still trying to figure out why. You know, it's like I purposefully dip in and out of conversations. I purposefully don't take myself seriously. I purposefully run from certain situations, and I'm trying to figure out why.
Have you heard of imposter syndrome?
Yeah.
Do you feel like that resonates with you, or are you like, nah, I don't think that's it?
So it's so bad.
Really?
That I don't think it does. But
okay. Okay.
It's bad. You know, I'm like, because it makes sense. That
makes perfect sense.
You know, but it's like, no, that ain't me.
But dude, I've recently heard even your wildly successful people that you could think of are actively going through it. Like I heard the other day that Stephen Curry experiences imposter syndrome.
What?
Like, and it's hard to think. Like, dude, I've seen you since I was a youth.
Yeah.
Being at the top of whatever it is that you do. And for you to express something like that, it's like, I might have a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I might have a little bit, yeah. You know? Someone had expressed to me it's a more powerful thing than to be able to have a thought and then to be able to express it in the way that you do. Many people cannot visualize or put to pen and paper like exactly what happened in their mind. So it's a more powerful thing than people are looking at, or we ourselves look at it to be.
That's actually, I really like that. I really like that.
Kind of going back to being an artist, which you don't know if you are yet, but if you were one, what's like your perfect situation? Like, where are you selling? Are you selling? Where are you showing? What do the people feel about your work? Like, what's the perfect situation for you?
That's a really hard question for me, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, like, okay, and this is gonna sound like I'm tooting my own horn.
No,
maybe
bro.
I am.
Go ahead, flex a little bit.
I've never did a bad show.
I don't know what that's like.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's like. All you artists out here have terrible shows. I don't know what that's like.
Like, actually, no. I did one bad show.
Okay, I might know what it's like a little bit.
You know? It was DreamCon's first DreamCon.
Really?
Yeah. And I made $200.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first and only bad show.
Man, have you went back there or like?
Yeah. I used to frequent DreamCon every year. They knew me.
Nice.
Yeah. I stopped for the past 2 years. I'm going on 3.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. I don't really think about it like that. And when I was thinking about it like that, my eyes weren't necessarily looking at the people. You know?
Yeah.
Like typically when I'm doing a show, I'm trying to connect. This looks cool. Tell me why you think it looks cool, though.
Okay.
You see me?
Yeah.
So, but like when I was like, oh, money hungry and all these things, it was like, how many people are stopping at my booth and how many people are, how many people are purchasing stuff? Because what I need is money. Yeah. And if you aren't making me money, stop stopping at my booth. You see
then you don't make a connection.
You know? And it's like all of my money came from making connections.
Man.
Most people are just like, oh, this is interesting. And I'm like, you right, it is.
It is interesting.
But what's interesting about it to you?
Yeah.
So I guess that would be my ideal situation, not making it about money.
Just making that connection.
Just making that connection. Like when I was 19, and I was doing all this stuff. And oh, yeah.
Well, do you feel like that was like the most joy that you had in creating, period? in that at that stage?
Yeah. I created all of my characters in that stage. I created their whole story. Like I have a full graphic novel in my head of these characters that I have not published. But all of that came from that time period.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
We'll be doing it because I want to see this.
Bruh, the moment it came to putting pencil to paper to like write, I was like, I'm not about that action.
I'm not doing it.
It went south real quick. But I'm stepping up slowly.
Okay.
Stepping back into it. But yeah. I guess that would be not. I guess that would be the ideal situation.
Okay.
Having someone come to my booth and me just wanting to know them.
Make that connection, man. Make a connection. So I hope you enjoyed the conversation that Xavier and I had. It was really fun. We have some more exclusive content that was not shown in this video that we'll figure out how to release. But for the meantime, we did finish our pieces and we want to share them with you. So go ahead and check them out. These are 11 by 17 inch prints. Both of them are now at this point available at the AIHubKC.org. If you feel so inclined to get a print inspired by our guiding word, overgrown, you can visit our website and do that today. Again, it's been awesome. I cannot wait for the next conversation. And if there's someone that you are particularly interested in hearing from, let me know. And until then, commissions are still closed.